So, I said last time we did a podcast that I would do one with Mist and a few different subjects. So, I'm back with Mist. We're at Podcast Rentals Studios in North Lincolnshire.
Mission.
He rang me, said, "Bro, I've drove past Lincoln. Why am I still driving?" How long did it take you?
2 hours.
Fucked up though, didn't you? Drove back past your house, didn't you?
Yeah, fucked up.
A lot of people ask me how me and you met, and we met on the Cannon Run Mega Run. Obviously, we had a few different interests, didn't we?
Yeah, I had the fastest car on that rally at that time.
That's what he said. It's only because you had a windscreen in. So, I want to ask you, when it came to the Cannon Run, what you enjoyed the most about it, and was there any points that you didn't enjoy?
I think it's been one of the best holidays I've done, and it's mad to say that because I've never been out the country unless it's been on a plane. So being able to leave the country in my own car on the other side of the road, but in a right-hander,
Yeah.
it was just mad. You know what I mean? That feeling. You know what I mean? I didn't ever think I'd experience that, and yeah, man, it was good because it's crazy. As soon as you get comfortable at the place where you are, you gotta go, and that's the thing. That's the perfect thing about it. Like, as soon as you think, this is a nice hotel, you're off.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy because then you could be in the mountains
Yeah.
with a completely different scenery because you've just done an 8-hour drive across borders to a whole new scenery and just whatever's going on. That's my positives. My negatives, I would say, obviously, certain police from certain countries, they're just old school.
Racist.
I can't deny it. Like,
So, after you came on that trip,
Yeah.
we've never been back to Germany since, because the way they are with people is just not acceptable at all.
yeah, Germany's a bit mad.
It was mad.
There was a place in France that was a bit mad.
The thing is, the problem with France is the gateway.
But you
to
know,
Europe.
don't get it wrong. Not all France is bad. Paris, I loved it, but then there was a route where we was going towards Italy somewhere, and we had a bit of a
The windscreen got smashed.
and then
So basically, for those of you that don't know what happened,
Yeah.
we were driving through the mountains in a convoy of supercars, and a motoring activist was walking down the road and decided to smash my Aventador windscreen with a bin bag full of rubbish. And after that, the situation was dealt with very amicably. Mist was a brilliant peacekeeper, and we progressed on to what was an amazing rally.
beautiful. Had the fastest car in the rally.
Yeah, so he says.
You know what I'm saying?
So there's no negatives apart from the police for you.
Yeah, that's it really. And the negatives, I'd say that obviously we can't get comfortable, man.
So
You'll be in the bang in this hotel, yeah. Mad breakfast, outdoor natural pool, getting told, get a spa. And then as you think you can relax, you hear, boom, boom, let's go. And you're thinking, no. You get one night there and then you're back to driving. But you know what it is? And when I say negative, it's not actually a negative. It's a different way of travelling.
We have changed that a little bit though, haven't we? So we've implemented now the 2-day stay in the middle of the trips. So you do 2 days, you get to a really nice place, you have a break off the road for 2 days and stay at that hotel for 2 nights, and then you're back on the road
No,
again.
I ain't experienced that one because
You've not been back?
I've been having nippers, and I.
Yeah, so nippers,
Yeah.
right, nippers.
Yeah.
Just let us all know, will you, where the first nipper was conceived.
Well, my first nipper was conceived 13 years ago,
Okay, yeah.
and then the second one, I think it was conceived in on the Cannon Run.
It was, so it's the Cannon Run baby.
In Marbella, I think.
Either congratulations or sorry about that.
You know, it's congratulations. You know what? Had my boy, and then after that, I was meant to come on the second round.
And you did it again.
Did it again.
Did it again.
So yeah, I've had 2 in 2.
2 and 2.
So I've got 2 under 2.
But now you're ready to come back. So the first Cannon Run that you came on,
Yeah.
you came with your boys.
Yeah.
The second Cannon Run you
No,
came
never. I came on myself.
Yeah, but you had your camera crew with you for the week because you did a documentary. So
Oh
you had your
yeah,
little
you
crew.
weren't ready for the documentary. Those that haven't seen the documentary,
on YouTube.
taking the Cannon Run,
By
Mega
Mist.
Run by Mist, best documentary.
It's actually
Machete.
brilliant. It's about half an hour long, isn't
It's
it?
great. You know what I mean? Take it in. I might make a new one this
Even
year.
trips over at a fuel pump.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. So the second trip you came back on, you
Yeah.
came with your partner. Now, you said to me when you came back on the second trip, I'm coming as a holiday because I really enjoyed myself on the first one.
Yeah.
So, what was the difference, and why did you come the second time around with your partner rather than treating it as a lads trip?
Because everyone had a partner and I was just a lonely geezer on the first trip with a cameraman.
Okay, great.
Everyone had a bird.
So,
I'm there
So,
with my cameraman.
yeah. Them two together. Like, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. So that just spells it to everyone as well. Like, you can come with your boys and have a great time, but you
Nah,
can't
but I
bring
feel
your
like it's
partner.
good to enjoy it with your partner because I believe that a lot of memories, you know what I mean? It's mad, yeah. R.I.P. Dean as well, yeah. The first Cannon run, I met Dean. Dean is an absolute animal in an R8. Done the craziest things I've seen a man do in an R8 in my life. But you know what? Great soul. You know what I mean? Life of the party. And trust me, I've met a lot of close people on the rallies. I've experienced things I've never experienced in
Yeah,
life.
you make lifelong friends,
You know
don't
what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. Lifelong friends.
I was just saying to the boys here, really, like, you've been to use at my christening. Like, it's that level of friendship now. Like, it's not just a business relationship where we just do rallies and
Yeah, it's mad. You do meet. It's crazy because when I first, I'll keep it real, and this is how real I'm going to keep it. When I first came on the Mega Run, because I was coming from a whole different life and a different perspective, I thought everyone was rich, stuck-up loners on the rally.
Yeah.
Because, let me tell you why, because of that. Because by the time we started manoeuvring and we got to the first stop, which was Dover, I knew it wasn't that. But what I'm saying, the first start off, I was all probably looking booky in an E63.
Yeah,
Hood up. Walking around man's Raris and everyone's car like, yeah, nice car, mate. Man, I'm like, giving me the nod and that.
Thanks,
like,
mate.
you know what I mean? I'm thinking, right, this is a bit weird. Everyone's a bit stuck up. But anyway, got in my car, flew down to Dover. And I think by the time everyone got off and you do your little speeches, you know what I mean? It was all right. By the time we hit, I think it was Paris, the first one. And obviously you start linking man at petty stations on the way. Right, geezer, and the young, like, it's crazy. I believe that obviously it's boys with their toys. And obviously there's girls on the trip that drive as well. But I just believe, like, you find a lot of people that have the same likings of you that you wouldn't think has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the same mutual interest. And
Same mutual interest. So, like, for instance, now you can drive past someone every day, like in a Rari, and as I said, you have this perspective of them, or you're being very stereotypical by saying, "I stuck up here." Is that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just that's the way of saying it.
Yeah, the nice
then when
thing-
you actually meet them and they're out the car,
Yeah,
and you
different
understand
story. Yeah.
why he's the level of,
Yeah.
or why he's the way he is.
I think the nice thing about it is as well, you know, every lad on that trip has got his own money, his own stuff going on.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, and it's like
Nobody wants.
it's
nothing from
mad
you.
because it's like once a year, and then everyone goes back to the scrafting, and then you either come back with a new car or you come back with some upgrades, or you know what I mean. You come back with the same car, and everyone's like, "That's the car that," you know what I mean. And they have a story with it, and I believe like you can't do that. You can't. Where else can you say that? You know what I mean?
No, it's good. It's all about the community, isn't it? And the network.
It's mad. The networking is great. I've met people in life that I still probably would do business with today.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, literally, the reason we're on this podcast is because we've just done a bit of business, haven't we? So.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
We
proof
always
to the
do
pudding,
business.
innit?
You know what I'm saying?
So it's good.
I mean, that's it. But obviously, the beyond business, the Cannon Run for me is a mandatory thing if you've been before.
Yeah. You're part of the family once you've been.
It's
once.
mad because I can't say I've been going every year since I did go. Because obviously, as we spoke about, I had
You've
the
done
nippers
5
and what.
trips in total now.
Yeah. But for me personally, they all have a different outlook. So, for instance, if you got different cars, bring different cars on different trips. You get me? Man's been on a little landlord's thing in a Jeep. Man's done another England one where
You bought the E63.
you can get in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, you got to remember, even though you're on a rally, you're still at the place where you live.
And we do advise everybody to drive sensibly. and
Yeah, of
within
course.
their
But
limits.
sometimes police just want to know what's going on.
Yeah, they'll also penalise a group, won't they?
So like they're seeing the group and they're pulling over everyone from that group, like, you know what I mean? And everyone's getting fined for
Number
a
plates.
number plate or
Yeah.
your window tints or, you know what I mean?
So, Cannon Run, great. Thanks for the feedback, by the way. That was some lovely stuff you actually
Come on,
said
don't
there.
shed a tear.
I'm not going to. Dickhead. Right, the new album, bro.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Redemption.
Yeah.
Come on.
How's it gone?
Went well. You know what I mean? I feel like I've showed a side of me that I ain't showed someone before in music. It was a bit laid back, driving, grown. You know
Love
what
is
I'm saying?
guaranteed.
Love ain't guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? You know, man's hitting certain notes, but obviously it's back to it now. April, hopefully. Don't know when this is going to be out, but April. I'm out of that deal that I've been in, so I'm independent. Back to it. Back angry. Look out for me. Let's have it. MIS to the T. Arpnars, Carlars, and Goras. You get me?
Fuck's sake. Right. So, yeah, right. The reason we're here. So, I went on social media not long ago and you was driving a
The best Jeep.
Yeah.
Animalised it. Any terrain. Yeah.
Ineos
Grenadier.
So,
And it's mad, yeah, because no one would picture MIS to the T
driving that truck.
in a Grenadier, but I did. And what I did was introduce them to RJ. And you know what's going on from there? Big things are happening. And you're going to see, obviously, they've built a nice relationship. And I believe that what the car's about, it's crazy because don't you think it's mad that it's got a Bimmer engine?
I think, no, you don't understand. It's got a BMW M2 engine in the petrol.
M140, angry? Yeah.
It's like that's. Do you imagine it's tuned? This is what's going.
That's
through
what I'm
my
saying.
head.
You know what I've
Stage
been
2,
saying?
Exhaust.
Obviously, there's a little restrictor. I won't tell you what the restrictor is because I haven't done what that does. No, you have, Jay.
No, I haven't done
But
nothing.
it would be nice if you could get that restrictor off. You know what I'm saying?
So the truck, it's like if you haven't seen an Ineos Grenadier, I'm going to insert a picture here on the video.
G-Wagon / Defender
Yeah, / a classic Defender.
/
Monster.
Monster / Unstoppable. You know what's mad? It is a raw Unstoppable
Do
whip.
you know what I feel though? You can get in your truck and drive to Harrods with your missus in the car and go and do a shopping day in it. Or you can go and drive over the biggest mountain and the most...
Yeah, what's mad is when you clean it, it gives off such a whole different
Yeah. When it's
deception.
muddy, it's one truck. And when it's
Yeah,
clean,
it's crazy because people look at
Yeah.
it like, is that a...
But the French customs stopped me at the border and he went, what is this? I went, what's what? I haven't done anything. He went, this car, what is it? But they're mesmerised by it. They couldn't get their head around what it was. BMW? No. Like Land Rover? No. Like they're just absolutely fascinated. But they are a brilliant truck and they're very powerful. So what did you like about the truck? Think about actually when you were driving the truck. What did you like about the truck? Its features.
What I liked about the truck is a plane inside.
Yeah. The cockpit.
There's so much buttons.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? And obviously the engine. I'll be honest, when you think off-roader, you think Defender, screaming. You can't hear yourself think
Yeah.
because the wheels are going, and it's manual going, someone phones you like, bro, I can't hear you. Shout you when I'm there.
In the Ineos.
Like, in the Ineos, it's a Bimmer.
Yeah.
It pulls off like, as we said, it's got an animal engine in there that people would never think is in there.
No.
And it's got a dump valve.
Changing gear from the factory, it dumps the waste every time.
So like,
obviously the engineering, the chassis is unbelievable. The suspension is great.
Crazy, and you ain't getting stuck.
No, you don't. You don't get stuck. So the other day we was out over the track at mine,
Yeah,
and we had the 2015 the black ATH Defender.
yeah.
That was bogging down, getting stuck. And Lucas, our camera guy, came sailing past me in the Ineos, just like, "You alright? Yeah." I was like, "How is this happening?"
Yeah, it's not a joke. It knows what's going on. Trust me, there's been a lot of thinking into that whip.
And I've seen a few people doing upgrades now as well, particularly Urban Automotive. They've done big wheels and a big tyre package,
Yeah.
and it looks so mean, like completely different thing when it's had a couple of upgrades done, just like any Land Rover would. Anything you didn't like about it?
To start with, the steering was so weird. It's not got power steering, has it? Well, it has got power steering,
It
but
has, but it's different to normal power steering.
like you'd have to. I can't explain it for the camera what it's like. But
You have
if
to
you
get
have
used to
never,
it.
if you think you're gonna pull off in an Ineos Grenadier and put your foot down straight away and go left and right, you've got another thing coming.
You've got to wait.
You have to understand, like,
The way the vehicle turns.
I can't explain. Like, what is it? Like, explain.
It is like,
I can't say it's not got power steering, but you have to straighten it back yourself.
yeah. So you do bring.
You can't do all this.
That's more what it is. Yeah. Not in a normal typical vehicle with power steering, you'd steer to the left, and if you let go of the steering, the steering would bring itself back straight. Wouldn't it?
Yeah,
With the Ineos, you steer to the left, but then you steer back straight with the steering wheel.
yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I do understand that point. Yeah.
And that's what I mean by a lot of people wouldn't they couldn't get that. Or even like when you go, let's say if you go on a bit of a high speed, you got to know how to steer it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very just now.
Yeah, day one I was very wary of the truck, but now I know exactly how it handles, how the power delivery works, and
Yeah.
exactly how to drive it.
You know what I mean, innit?
Yeah, and Lucas couldn't keep up with me earlier in his C220 CDI, which is mapped C-Class. So I've got it down to a T now, and if you work out that fine spot with the petrol one, which is obviously got twin turbos, you know where to bring the power in, and it really, really is an unbeatable truck. Where did you go with it? I need to know, where did you go?
Well, where didn't I go? Obviously, man, live in the countryside. So let's just say, if you've seen tyre tracks on your field, it wasn't me.
So someone told me you got it stuck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And what did you get dragged out with, by the way?
A tractor.
So you got
But it's mad. Let me tell you what it got stuck in.
Okay, yeah, give us that, yeah.
Where it got stuck, a tractor got stuck.
Right, okay.
So the ruts I was stuck in
With the size of a tractor.
was the size of a tractor.
So up until everything else.
So it wouldn't have got stuck.
Just
If I seen some ruts, I tried to test it, which I've been doing, which I never got stuck in anything that I did try. And I didn't actually get stuck. The middle got stuck.
Yeah, because the ruts were so wide.
The ruts are so
tractor.
wild.
Okay.
I got the middle stuck and none of the wheels were now on the floor.
Right, okay. So you didn't even get it stuck. You
I
Yeah.
winched it. So
Yeah.
it wasn't, when I say stuck, it's stuck on what I tried to drive into. It wasn't stuck because of anything to do with the car.
Yeah.
Like, I think if I would be able to put it in the, change the diff and the wheels are touching, it would have been a completely different thing.
Right, quick one.
Yeah.
You introduced me to Sandy Cliff in Ineos Nottingham.
Yeah.
Why did you choose Sandy Cliff?
I just felt like the doubt with me the best, man. It was I got a family member, which is a cousin of mine, who introduced me, and obviously as soon as I seen one, it was a car that I looked at. Obviously I heard that obviously it was the guy that get me design Defender. You get me, went and done his own thing. Obviously he's got 25% of Manchester United as well. That's who I support. You know what I mean? Sir Radcliffe.
Them figures might be a little bit off, but he's definitely Manchester United's owner, isn't he? He's the
Yeah, I
CEO
don't
and
even know
founder.
about the 25, but he's involved. You know what I'm trying to say? He's the owner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get me? So I took a like to it, looked into it, knew about it before I seen it. When I actually knew that,
It was an M2 engine.
not even that, I didn't know until actually
You got there, like.
I drove off in it. Like, what's that sound? Why is it doing that? I just couldn't. I
thought you just
couldn't
had a
picture
petrol
it.
one.
Then like popped it, and then you know what I mean?
Powered by BMW under the
Yeah,
bonnet.
yeah. And yeah, man, just fell in love with it from there. Put it through its trials. You know what I mean? Tested it from everything, uphill, downhill, wet mud, boggy fields. It wasn't me. If you've seen tyre marks on your field, got in trouble one time. We got pulled over in it.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
But what was crazy about it, I think they just pulled us over to look
See
at the
why
car.
your back number plate was covered in mud.
No, not that. They was just looking at the car like, what is it? Where is this? Why haven't we got it?
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? They was just being nosy. You know what I mean? That was
Right.
cool.
So, the new models of Ineos, have you seen the Quartermaster, the pickup?
The electric one.
No, it's the same as the Grenadier.
Oh, the pickup one. Yeah,
The
yeah.
pickup truck.
Yeah.
That's a good looking truck. But the new one that's coming, the Fusilier, I think it's called.
Yeah.
It looks a bit more Chelsea truck, Essex.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It looks unbelievable, but they're not sure yet if it's going to be electric or petrol. But I think they should go, if they're doing BMW engines, they should go BMW V8 and have a competitor for the G-Wagon. That's what I think they should do.
Yeah, put a V8 in there, 4 litre
In the
twin
new
turbo.
yeah,
We've said it now. We said it here first. Do it.
Claimed it here first. Ineos, get this done. Make that new Fusilier a V8.
Because I'm sure Defenders have got a V8, haven't they?
There's the V8 Defender.
Yeah, so you've heard what we said.
And I've
It's
also
time
heard
for
as
it.
well that Defender are releasing, Land Rover are releasing the new Defender SV. It's like an SVR version of the Land
Okay,
Rover
so that means
very
Ineos
soon.
is going to release the R.
Yeah, the Ineos
Yeah,
RV8.
Yeah. Okay, nice one.
So, we're just going to wrap up with what event we're seeing you on next for Cannon Run. That's what I want to know, and that's what questions
I'm
I
not
get asked.
telling anyone. Just watch out. Everyone that's going this year, I'm there. I've bought a new toy. You're going to see me out there. You know what I'm on. It gets serious. When we get to the track, I will win anyone.
Here he goes.
You know what I mean? You seen what happened when I raced Jay that time.
I blew my engine. He didn't win. It wasn't a fair race.
I made him blow his engine. He pushed his limits too far. My limits was calm. I done him. But that's just a thing that goes in racing.
You're an absolute right, the next Rally Mist is coming on is the Mega Run. It's our 10-year anniversary.
Yes, it is.
The biggest one.
And I've bought a 10-year anniversary watch.
Yeah, there he goes. There he goes.
For that Mega Run.
So if you want to join us,
Yeah.
the Mega Run this year is going to be absolutely unbelievable. And I just want to say a quick thank you to Podcast Rentals for hosting us this evening.
Thanks for helping us this evening.
Thanks for watching. We'll be back.